Hello, everybody, and welcome to our weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. We live stream our sessions every Friday evening. You can keep up with our adventures on YouTube, as well as catch weekly recaps on roguewatson.com. I'm Chris, your Dungeon Master, and I am joined by our awesome players, at least some of them. Eric, playing Kazan, the Half-Elf Warlock Paladin. Hello, Eric.
Hello, Christopher.
Heather, playing Bryces, the Tiefling Sorcerer. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Reese, playing Tim, the Warforged Cleric Fighter. Hello, Reese.
Hello.
Rochelle, playing Corinne, the Blue Dragonborn Sorcerer, who's flying back from a city. Would you say Denver? Colorado?
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yep.
Close. I was a letter off. C to D. And Raymond, playing Halfred, the Halfling Ranger, who is currently at the Grand Canyon. Jump up to G. We use Roll20.net for our tabletop campaign, Skype or video chat, and recording it all using Open Broadcaster software. Previously on Storm King's Thunder. Leaving the grandfather tree behind them, the party flew for 2 days before arriving at Hawk's Nest. They stayed at the home of Pylon Kavalos, who offered them a warning of the aerial predators in the Druorwood surrounding their destination. They took the warning the next morning, when Halfred sensed 3 griffins and the party veered to avoid their hunting grounds. They arrived that evening at their destination, Biaruna's Well, a huge cavern with an altar to an ancient storm giant hero. Halfred immediately sensed the presence of a monstrosity, a manticore, in the spring pond in the corner of the cavern, while they could all see the barbarians camping in the opposite corner. The party decided to deal with the manticore first. Halfred shot a lighted arrow at the creature, drawing it out and toward him, while retreating back to the party waiting at the cliff edge. As it approached, Bryces slammed a fireball into it, frying and stunning it, sending its flaming body hurtling into the depths of the cavern. While it fell, Halfred, Tim, and Bryces all loosed arrows into the creature, and it was dead before it hit the ground. All this commotion alerted the barbarians, who stood in the center of the hole, looking up at the party. Kazan and Tim chose to fly down on their hippogriffs and converse with the barbarians. As they approached, however, an older woman who was in fact the tribe's shaman attempted to flash patterns before them to stun them off their mounts. Both the two and their mounts were able to shake off the effects, however, engaging that as a hostile action, descended into combat. The rest of the party flew down to engage, and Bryces saw the opportunity to loose yet another fireball. This one right into the center of all 10 tightly grouped barbarians preparing to attack.
You couldn't have made it any better.
Yeah. 6 melted. 6 melted instantly. The shaman screamed as the fire burned her to death, and only 3 berserkers were left to actually fight. The power of the fireball was a bit much for Bryces, however, and her wild magic popped her into the form of a potted plant, which promptly rolled off the back of its hippogriff and fell crashing to the ground. And Bryces, you can have a point of inspiration for the whole thing.
I'm a potted plant.
The rest of the fight was mop-up work, and the party shortly turned their attention to the altar. They discovered it was in fact a massive stone container with a lid that could be moved. They joined strength and shoved the lid, only to see the runes on the stone flash and something awaken inside. The lid was violently thrown off, hitting Tim and Kazan, and from inside emerged a zombified storm giant, its huge rotted body exuding lightning as it roared at them.
In case anyone was wondering, Beats by Dre are half off at Best Buy.
So, there's gonna be freaking zombie giants at all these things?
Yes.
It's possible. Maybe, maybe not. This is the Buren as well.
Yep.
And here is your Final Fantasy zoom in map.
Nice. Mark. Now, this guy is like...
I only have one high-level spell left.
Yeah, I know.
This-
we kicked ass at last encounter, but that's because we spent everything.
This zombie rises out of the coffin.
So it is a straight-up zombie.
It looks like a zombie. It is rotting flesh. It's missing chunks of its arm. You can see bone into its flesh.
Does he take damage like a zombie?
Well, that you will have to find out. But it comes out, it emerges out of which, from the way it emerges and what you see falling off of it, you kind of can just gather that this is in fact a coffin that it is emerging out of. You see what looks to be pieces of armor and clothing that maybe once decorated the body of this creature all sort of fall off of it as it rises, just rusted and rotted. And so it is unclothed as it. Well, we can say that some sort of loincloth stayed on there.
It's tastefully close.
If it makes
Thank
you
goodness
feel-
pants stayed on.
Yeah.
A little fig leaf.
But
Tim's eyes see everything.
you see its body
Assimilating.
Must examine, learn everything I can. You see where there are holes in its flesh, you see electricity coursing through the muscles and the bone, and there's just lightning coursing through this zombie,
That's gonna hurt.
and it is
Don't hit it
roaring
with
at
lightning.
you and coming and approaching you in a hostile manner.
All right.
I have a
Shit.
feeling lightning's not gonna be great against it.
Please let me get bigger initiative than it, please. Now, it doesn't actually have a weapon, right? It's just like
No.
swinging its fists around.
It's just got two hands, yeah.
Wait, I have advantage. Let me roll it one more time.
Oh yeah, your
Fuck.
shield.
Ah,
You're gonna change that back to a 12 because you do have advantage.
yep.
I'd kill for 12.
Yeah.
Oh no. I needed to cast one of my defensive spells.
Let me
Or it squished
open up Corinne and Alfred's character sheets. All right, Alfred. Alfred did fine.
Nice.
Corinne did same as Tim.
Alright. Let's have the giant roll like a 10 or so. Perfection.
Everyone gets to go but you.
Everybody but
Yep,
you.
I'm
Yep.
fucked, but hopefully you guys can slow it down. Zombie Bayaruna.
All right. Halfred goes first. You guys want to give Halfred a general tactic, and I'll just take it from there? I'm thinking he just flies around and shoots at the thing, probably.
That's
Probably
actually not a
flies-
bad idea.
And he does his hunter's mark on it.
Sure, yes.
If he's got a
He's-
spell slot
he does-
for it. I have no idea how his spells work.
His first levels are fine. Yeah, I don't think he's used any of them. He's used his dark vision a couple times. Second level. All right. Halfred will put his hunter's mark on. So that's extra damage. All right. And he has advantage because the creature has not attacked yet. So I'm just going to say he flies, I don't know,
Out of range. Out of his.
like 20,
range of the
20
giant.
feet back and 10 feet up, something like that.
Yeah.
Or 10 feet back and 20 feet up.
Yeah,
like
that's
that,
totally
yeah.
better. 10 feet back, 20 feet up in the air.
All right, we'll say he's 20 feet up in the air. Or he can't actually go that far, so he's only 15 feet in the air right now. Okay. Yeah, he will.
And then he gets Colossus Slayer on the first one, I think. 'cause
Colossus Slayer's only if they've taken damage. He
Oh,
does have
okay.
advantage if they haven't gone yet. So I will do that advantage against his first attack against them. All right, 27 will hit for 11 damage. Am I missing anything there? I think that's only
Everything.
I think it's only his first attack where he gets the advantage.
Yeah.
First turn during combat, you have advantage on attack rolls. Oh, just first turn. I think he still gets it.
Yeah. He basically had like the assassin
Yeah. All right.
ability.
Wow. All right. He rolled a crit.
Alright. Well, you said he didn't get advantage though, right? Although he did roll 20.
It's his first. Yeah. Well, either way. Yeah. I need to redo Hunter's Mark. Was that once per turn? This is why it's hard to run a character. And
I know.
until the spell ends, whenever you hit it with a weapon. Okay, so it's fine. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage there.
And now he gets Colossus Slayer.
Oh yeah, you're
That's
right.
that's the once per turn.
Yes. Which I don't actually have.
I think it's a 1d6.
Colossus Slayer. 1d8. I'll just roll it here. Fucking 8. All right. Halford immediately like just flies up and backwards and just looses arrows as he's flying backwards. Barisis, your turn.
My turn. Okay, so don't have a 4th level anymore. I've lost one of my 3rd levels. Actually, I've lost 2 of my 3rd levels. Okay, shit, that's not good. Two seconds and all my firsts. Oh, this is not good.
I didn't realize there was a boss at the end.
No one was prepared for a boss fight.
Alright, we'll let loose my final 3rd level. Screw it. Big boss. Why not throw another fireball at it? It's worked so well so far. Oh no, Christopher Face tells me it might be immune to my fireball.
The only one way to find out.
Yep, there is.
Do it. Beat the zombie. He's not too nimble.
Alright, let's see here.
Flanders was a zombie?
31 damage. Alright. Zombie reels back.
Ah, damn it.
That was.
Oh, wait,
that
wait,
was.
wait,
That was
I
him.
have-
God,
two.
it is a -1,
Yep.
and you rolled an 18.
No, it didn't. I have 2 sorcery points left for this reason alone. And now I'm out of sorcery points completely.
What are you doing?
And he has a 13.
Wow. You should have rolled the 4 too. As a
For
bonus
saving
or a
throw.
penalty.
Nice.
All right. Yep. That's
That's cool.
That is the way that works. Exactly.
And I'm completely out of sorcery points, so nobody asked me to try
Like,
to save them.
That's
for
very
anything.
appropriate for your character, though. Like, he, like, just dodges out of the way, and then, like, you flick your wrist, and it, like, the flames just catch him.
Yeah. Like I imagine like she throws it and like he just sort of steps to the side, but seeing that she makes it just explode right where it is, right next to him.
Yeah.
And then for my bonus action, I'd like to send my boar. I think that's a boar. Is it still a boar?
It's a giant,
Or is it a
it's
giant
a,
rat?
It's a giant rat.
What is that supposed to be? It
It's
looks
a-
like a turd with legs.
That's what giant rats look like.
Yeah.
Turds with legs.
How big
Fair
the rat
enough.
was that was in our garage.
Tank for our
Oh.
party, rat.
Yep. Basically, the rat's going to start running towards it.
Do you want him to attack it?
Hell yeah.
Meep, 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 meep.
Go, my rat.
Okay. The
Find the
giant.
soft spots.
Holy crap, rat.
The giant rat.
Just critical.
He
And
does.
Bryce just sits down from laughing so hard.
He does
She's just done.
the very best he can do.
More damage than Halfred's first arrow.
Yep. The rat just attaches himself to like the ankle of the zombie and just. Arrgh!
Like,
Good rat. Good rat.
Chasm was once making fun of this turd with legs. Now he's like, oh my god! That thing is vicious.
He found that Achilles tendon right on the back.
Yep.
Giant rats could overthrow humanity if they do that to a giant.
All right, Corinne.
She have haste.
She sure does. I think she does. Haste is a 3rd level spell. Yes. Would you
I
like
think
her?
someone should get haste.
It's the rat. Is she still? Can she still twin spell?
I don't think her character sheet actually tracks her sorcery points, how many she has, but I'm gonna say yes. I don't think she's used any today, so. Twin spell. Capable. Okay, and then she will cast haste.
Oh yeah, AC bonus.
Yeah.
Are the two front guys getting hasted?
I vote for that.
All right.
Vote for that as well.
Well,
Emphatically. And then get Corinne back so she doesn't lose her haste.
Okay. Just the full 30 feet? 15,
Yeah, move her
20,
back more towards me.
25. Okay.
I mean, honestly, Halford might have a better reason with his attack, but whatever.
Probably, but we need the AC.
And we're physically present.
Yep. Yeah, you can't beg for it.
Poor rat.
Alright, it's your turn.
That is her turn, yes.
Alright.
Tim, you're up.
It's Timmy time. Timmy Tim Tim.
That's what Tim says. He saunters up to the electrified zombie giant.
Oh, damn word. This is a dangerous situation.
The rat stuck to a twinkle.
We're all afraid for our lives right now.
Timmy Tim.
You're creeping me out.
Alright, for a bonus action, we'll cast Spiritual Weapon.
God damn, you people.
Holy shit.
Just fucking... Okay, let me get your warm out.
Between the rat and Alfred.
How many crits have been cast tonight?
Crazy.
Worm attack for Leech. Looks like a worm.
I'll cast second one on myself.
Alright, hold on. That was 16. Second wind, alright.
And then I'll attack him in a second.
Actually, I don't think those are...
Is second one a spell?
They're both bonus actions, is the problem. You can use a bonus action. And...
Can I just use it as a regular action?
I don't know if you can or not. Like, if you can cast Spiritual Weapon as an action instead. I mean, I guess you could if you want. Yeah, sure. I'll say you can cast Spiritual Weapon as a full action if you want to.
Okay.
I don't know what the rules are on that, but I'll look it up. Okay, so you get your 6 back.
Yep. And then for my extra action, I'll attempt to eat his soul.
Eat that soul, boy. Well, 13 hits. He is. You notice.
I was gonna say zombies do not have good. If he's an actual zombie type unit.
And he is wearing 0 armor. It's just all electrified zombie flesh.
Flesh. Nice.
There's fig leaves. So many fig leaves.
All right. You guys have done a good chunk of damage to this guy. The giant zombie is only just now getting up, and he's immediately been attacked by all of you profusely.
Not me. Not me.
It looks like there is. It looks at you all like there's something like wrong with it. Like it's almost like it's got indigestion or something. It is sort of doing this number, and it's. And as it's roaring, electricity begins to crackle around its body, and then it lets out one big roar and puts its arms over its head, and hold on.
Oh no.
And electricity explodes out from his body.
Oh, what?
Wow. My poor rat.
Why did it roll twice? It's the first one.
Critted?
No,
It's
it's
88
not.
and a 68.
It's 8d8. I don't know what the second one is. It's the first one. It's 52 damage.
Good.
Oh
Lord.
boy, what did I tell you about my horrible dexterity saving throws?
Look at that 8d8 roll. 8, 8, 6, 7, 7,
That's
6,
almost
7.
max. I mean, that's 64 would be max damage. You rolled way above average.
Oh, by the way, I don't have any more bend luck to help you.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I will say, though, your guys' haste does give you advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Thank goodness.
Oh, really?
I believe.
That's nice.
Let me read that again, but I thought I saw
yeah, it
that.
does. Advantage on dex saving throws.
Yeah.
Nice.
The rat, it does not matter what he rolls. The rat,
Oh, Chompy!
the rat is vaporized instantly. The two
Now
of-
I'm sad.
The two
He
of
already
you,
did a ton of them.
The two of
He
you
did
will
his
need
job.
to roll.
I like how neither of us want to actually roll the saving throw.
I don't want to roll it.
I don't either. Oh, mercy.
No.
Well, I'm dead.
No, I really don't want to
What
roll
the
it.
fuck? You rolled.
You rolled 52 damage, Christopher! Fuck. Alright, I do
Use
get a
that
plus...
second wind.
I do get a +1 from my Cloak of Protection.
Can I give Tim my point of inspiration so he can re-roll it?
Is that something you can do? I don't think so.
Wait,
Oh,
advantage.
shit.
Advantage.
Yeah, you do have advantage. Yes.
Oh!
Alright, so that is 26 damage to you.
Oh my god. Tim, do you have inspiration by any chance?
I do not.
Oh no.
Can I give him mine?
No, you can't transfer.
No. Hold a 1 and a 6.
Yep.
Oh man. I think both your front line is bad at dexterity, unfortunately. Well, that's not fucking good.
No. But it's your turn.
Yes, that is the zombie's turn. It exploded into electricity and immediately downed your wooden man.
Alright. For...
Good thing is he can only do that like once.
I fucking hope so.
He does roll a recharge at the beginning of his next turn, but
Oh, it does a... Yeah. Shit.
But you have to have a 5 or a 6, right?
yep, yeah.
Out of a D6.
Yeah. So there's a 1 in 3 chance of him recharging that.
30%. Yeah. If he does that again, we are proper fucked. Alright. For one action, I can lay on hands.
Tim is at negative, I believe, negative 12 currently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. I don't... Okay.
Lay on
Shit.
all the hands.
I only have 10 hit points.
Oh.
Don't worry, I can heal. Wait.
Can I lay on hands and use a potion on him?
Yes.
Is a potion still a free action?
Potion is still a free action, yes.
Okay, like I'm like healing him with my hands while pouring and rubbing his throat.
I imagine you guys have already established that Tim's jaw dislocates, so I'm imagining that you're holding Tim's like jaw open and just pouring a potion.
All right, Kazan just like all right, the lightning blast exploded all around and it's just, and he looks up in the smoke and just sees like Tim is a smoking crater and just freaks out. He just immediately rushes over in one motion, gets a potion out. His hands start glowing with mending powers, reaches down to Tim, and...
Just a pile of wood.
Yep. And we're going to do all 10 hit points from lay on hands. And a... Let's see, do you want the healing or the greater healing?
You use it -2 right now, I believe, so...
We just need to pop you up.
Yeah.
Well,
He still
you know what?
pops up,
You are
technically.
popped up now.
That's right.
It is enough.
It's hilarious.
Oh.
Holy-
This is,
All right,
this is,
I-
this is your guys' comeuppance for rolling all those crits earlier.
It sure is.
Mhm.
So I have 2 hit points.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Tim
Yeah.
is no longer dead.
He's conscious and in the process of rebuilding himself.
Just like trying to find my other arm to attach it.
Do I still have So that okay. So I'm hasted. So I still have an action and a bonus action, correct?
Correct.
Okay. As my bonus action, I will use a first level spell slot to cast Wrathful Smite. First level paladin spell slot. And infuse my Cyglaive. And then as my action, I will attack. Which I can't do my blunt end attack because I already did my bonus action. And hopefully I will hit him.
Alright. So that's how much damage is that then? 10?
5, and then plus the 5 with Wrathful Smite. And then you have to make a wisdom it says check. I don't know why it didn't say saving throw. It should be just a saving throw. Or you are frightened of me.
Okay.
So I stand over Tim and fuse my blade and slash at the giant and be like, "Not here, foul creature. You belong in the ground."
The zombie is going to look down at you, lightning crackling from its eyes,
Yes.
and turn and run away.
I stare into his eyes right back and like twirl my spear around.
A high-pitched scream comes out of him as he tries to run away.
Kazin's like probably smells like burnt flesh.
All right.
So it is frightening me
It is frightened right now, yes.
until the spell ends. So I technically am concentrating on the frightened spell, I guess.
Okay.
And then I get my multi-attack.
Did we? I think we ruled that haste actually, the action is just the first attack.
Right, but I just did the attack. I still get the regular attack and then the multi-attack as one action.
Right, yes. You just can't multi-attack again. That's
Right.
Yeah.
Missed anyway.
Yes, you did.
I assume not.
The zombie was backing away from you as it was in fear, and you just slashed past it. All right.
So it has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay. I'll put
If he takes damage, does the spell end?
Kazan has to roll concentration.
But if I take damage, then I have to
No.
roll.
If the zombie takes damage.
No.
No.
He's still frightened of me. He has to, as long as he's within line of sight.
Yeah. All right, Halford's turn. Halford will continue to fly up into the air and loose his arrows.
I was gonna go defensive spells, but now I'm thinking we just need to go super offense on this thing.
Arrow sailing into the zombie. And this one is regular short bow.
The stream keeps going off and on.
Really?
Whose?
The
This-
live stream just kicked off and on.
Whoops.
It says it's on right now, so I don't know if it's just hiccuping or something.
I accidentally... I was trying to close my other window to see if that was going to fix it, and I closed Roll20. So just a second, let me get back into this. It's loading. There it goes, okay. Even the music starts back up as soon as I get back in.
Nice.
Oh, please, still loading. Well, whoever's turn it is next can actually go.
That's me.
That's you.
Okay.
Halford is done.
So anything 3 and above is gone.
Yeah.
Sad day. All right.
The DM knows how to challenge us, which is After we've used a bunch of spells.
Throw one more fight. You guys didn't short rest after you fought the barbarians, which I thought was
No.
interesting.
We should have.
We're cray cray.
Yeah, he totally should have seen that giant zombie.
All right,
coming out
the
of there.
third place we go, we're definitely going to expect the goddamn zombie giant coming out of it, for sure.
All right, let's see here.
Fool me once.
Oops. Oh, there we go. Back to this. All right, just so that way I can have advantage. Go down here. Come on, you can do it. There it goes. We're gonna cast this at a second level. And that's basically all I got left besides first level. That'll do, pig.
Use your Tides of Chaos on it. Alright. 23 for 10. 3 and 2. Fire or cold?
Fire!
Fire.
How's big guy looking?
Pretty damaged. Bryce, you want to roll a D100 for me?
No, not really.
Well, do it anyway. Just
He's
for
really
fun.
sending it to you the last couple sessions.
Just for fun. Did you just roll an 8?
God
Did we?
damn it! God damn it!
Didn't we just talk about this?
Well, you know what? I'm not anywhere near you, so that's fine.
I'm barely alive.
How? Okay.
Minions in fours.
You want me to just to hit the button so that way you see what it is?
Yeah, you have to hit the button.
Who
Hit
put the
the
juju
button.
out there that I needed to roll a 7 or an 8?
I think one of you said it out loud like 10 minutes ago, or like 20
Yeah.
minutes.
It is a 20-foot radius or a 40-foot diameter.
20-foot radius.
One
Well, where were you? You moved before.
Oh, I moved. Yeah, I did. I was right here.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Because I was going to move back up over here.
Oh
to be-
no, the
Oh,
back
boy.
line.
Halford is currently 15 feet in
Oh.
the air, so I don't think this will hit him because he is 20 feet away and 15 feet in the air.
We have to get out the protractor.
So I don't think that sphere hits him. Corinne, however, is very much in range of that fireball.
So I am resistant to fire?
Corinne's not.
I mean, you can still roll saving throws, right?
Yeah, you guys can. So,
Holy-
Bryces, go ahead and roll your fireball.
I don't want to. Like, they didn't want to roll their saving throw. I really
Fun
don't
fact: your last 3 wild magic surges have been awful.
The potted plant was awesome.
Well, okay.
It was
I guess.
funny. It
It was
great.
funny.
Low numbers, low numbers, low numbers, low numbers. Oh, that
Yeah,
works.
that's not bad.
Pretty
Yeah.
low.
All right.
A lot of ones.
All right. Bryce,
All right, so how does this fire resistance work for me?
roll the deck
At the
saving
end
throw?
of the day, you take half.
Yeah,
So if I get the dex saving throw, then I get half of the half.
yeah,
Correct.
which is
Shit.
I think 5 because half of 23 would be 11, and then half of 11 would be.
Okay.
Resistant to fire in my campaign. I'm very familiar with how that works.
Corinne does save and takes 11 fire damage. As the fireball singes her pretty badly. Bryce's also saves, which I think that is 5 damage to you.
Thank God.
That's all right.
For a fireball, 11 and 5
Fireball,
are
pretty
not
good.
bad numbers.
Yeah.
No.
He hasn't glanced back. What's going on? there? The giant point at the...
I'm just like patting myself. My bad. My bad. Sorry.
What?
My bad.
She's gone crazy.
She's lost her mind.
Now, Corinne,
Then I'm gonna skip it.
Unfortunately-
Mhm.
I don't want to have to reveal this, but she is concentrating on the haste.
You are correct. She is concentrating on the haste. But she's fine.
She's just glaring at me the
Yeah,
whole
I was
time.
gonna say,
She's
she
just-
swears at prices. Keep your magic under control.
I'm like skipping in a circle singing.
All right. Corinne is up now. A lot of her abilities are electricity based. And
Yeah, we've got an electric one and a fire one, and we face either of those.
she does have
types of
one more first level spell slot, so she could do a chromatic orb.
Okay.
I think that's probably the best thing she's got. She's got Ray of Frost, but I don't know if that's... it reduces its speed. That wouldn't be helpful. All right, yes.
If that thing recharges its lightning, it is curtains.
Yeah, all right. She's going to cast Chromatic Orb at level 1. Boy, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Holy shit.
All right. I assume you guys choose... What do you guys... What damage type did she choose?
Not lightning.
Probably fire would against the zombie.
Acid.
Okay.
Make more sense cold though.
Yeah.
Zombie's already cold.
She's cold lightning though.
Cold lightning. Cold.
What is cold lightning?
it's
Like a wrestler.
it's a new type of element. It's also a Journey song.
It's wait, what? Hang on.
All right. Well,
Flavor wise, she's cold and lightning.
Cold and lightning. All right.
Just make it fire.
Anything but lightning will do.
Yeah.
Um,
Something shoots lightning out of itself.
Tim, you're up. How you doing, Tim?
Something on my body hurts real bad. We'll find out in a minute.
Tim, you
Is
just
Leech still up?
you were just brought to death,
Well,
Not to death.
and then revived. Will you roll a Constitution saving throw for me?
yep.
That's our Tim.
Okay, let me pull this up real quick.
Yep.
Please roll a d20.
How we like it?
You remember this injury because it's the same one you got from the spider.
Man.
Is it really?
It is.
He's crippled in the leg. Ugh.
You get to choose.
What did not get quite reforged?
Yeah, you get to choose arm or leg.
I guess my leg again.
Upon seeing your leg crippled, Bryces is gonna scream out, I already paid for that leg once!
Stormjump, everybody's saying on mountains of gold.
Yeah. Life is like that. Hilarious.
Tim's
Oh, no.
Tim's demeanor changes.
Stormjump blasted away his spirit.
Just whatever little was left after.
Tim's soul.
You destroyed his childlike innocence. Makes you feel any better? He's about to kill us all.
A little bit. So, cure wounds on myself at whatever. Let's do level 3. Huh. All right.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Welcome to being only severely wounded.
Yeah. I guess I'll. Is my leech still up?
It is. Which I guess. Actually, no, it's not.
He did. Well, does it take concentration?
It does take concentration, or does it?
Oh,
It
okay.
Oh, it doesn't.
What?
Okay, never mind. It's still up.
It stays up.
Yeah. If it doesn't take concentration, then it stays.
If it doesn't take concentration, then it doesn't care if he's conscious.
Exactly. All right. Well, the worm squiggles.
Whatever. Oh, it's so low.
Yep. All
Alright, and I'll attempt to eat his soul so at least I can have something to feel again.
You do. You eat a little bit of soul.
Zombies have souls?
Nah, probably not.
Undead souls.
Undead souls.
That's the kind you really want to eat. Full of rage.
All right. Tim, what is your hasted AC? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know. Why don't you find out?
Okay, well, first off...
I double dog dare you.
Oh God.
First off,
This is where our adventure comes to a close.
the zombie is going to roll to recharge his discharge, but he does have disadvantage because he's still in sight of Kazan. So he's going to roll it twice. And take the 2. So discharged. The electricity does not come pouring out of his body again.
Yay.
Instead, you see him
Something
raise
much
his
worse
fists
happens.
over his head in a club-like manner, and you see electricity gather around both of his fists. And he
Yes,
brings
fist, lightning,
And
lightning fists.
he brings them slamming down onto you, Tim.
That's. Well, you know what? It's a 16.
It's a 16. So,
I would.
Why
however,
does he have a saving throw?
however, when his fists miss Tim and slam on the ground, and when they do, electricity pours out of the spot that he hit. And Tim and Kazan, you both have to roll dexterity saving throws to avoid 26 lightning damage.
Okay.
Huh. If I don't get this, I die again.
Jesus
You-
fucking Christ.
You both still have advantage on the dexterity saving throws.
My armor is a 24, by the way.
Apparently, AC matters not when he can shoot
Yep.
lightning balls out of his eyes and out of his ass and out of his fist.
And he takes 2
Yes he does.
fire damage. I'm gonna stick his fist.
Fuck.
That was with advantage.
We're very bad
Well,
at dexterity. I have a plus one.
it is a DC 15 too, yeah.
Yeah, 15's pretty. God damn it.
I am also dead.
All right, kids. We better let this giant just protect. What's the damage? 26?
26.
I have 1 hit point. I have 1 hit point, and Tim is down again.
Yep.
He should be, but he's only like -1.
Yes, only.
It's a net gain for our pairs. All right.
Better than the -12 you were at.
Kaz doesn't even scream or shout this time. He's just like staggered, and like his ears are ringing, and it's like hanging out, and just blood is pouring out of his nose, and just looks over and bleary-eyed, sees Tim just crumple to the ground again.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
sorry.
Oh God.
How many crippled limbs do you have currently?
He's about to have one.
We're about to have
Tim-
crippled everything.
Yeah,
I was talking to prices.
Kazan, is your turn.
I'm still patting out fire.
Okay, how does the giant look? Do we?
He looks very damaged. He is. You guys have carved chunks off him at this point, and he is.
Does he look damaged enough that we can survive this?
Well,
That is.
I'm thinking now. Do I just need to go pure offense, and we just can't let this guy have another turn?
That's
But-
not a bad idea.
I mean, we don't have anything like we can throw at him extra anyway. I mean, he's still frightened, but that doesn't seem to matter with us having to roll saving throws against him.
Now you do know Kaz, and also
Could cast.
that he can't actually move any closer to you. Well, that's part of the frightened condition.
He's got a 10-foot range.
Well, he does, yeah.
He's a fucking giant.
Yes.
I'm technically locked in combat with him. I could
Yeah.
cast Dissonant Whispers and try to make him run away. I don't know what that would do, but...
Oh yeah, I forgot I had that gem of brightness.
Alright, I'm hasted, so I will use... one action to... At this point, I'm just going to try to go ham on this thing, and we just can't let it attack again. So I'm going to scream out in rage and attempt to just attack it. So one action will be the multi-attack.
All right, for 12.
Neat. And then bonus action.
18 for 6. That hits.
And then the multi-attacked attack.
26 for 11 also hits.
And then for my hasted action, I will attempt to delve into its swirling mind of rage and essentially tell it to be gone. Where's that spell? And we are going to be casting it at... Actually, I do have my one more Warlock spell. Let's go ahead and cast level 3, because I'm not going to survive another bout. God, I can't ever get damage on that thing. Alright, hopefully he'll fail this. Which would...
he does have disadvantage still.
does have disadvantage. Result in him running away.
All right, he fails,
Full
but
13 psychic damage.
instead of running away, you delve into his mind and just crush it.
Oh,
And he falls to his knees
okay.
and lets out a long moan and then looks up at you, and his eyes light back up again.
I look like... Wait, what? Oh no, undead fortitude, you motherfucker! Wait, he does he have disadvantage on this one?
He does. He absolutely does. So it is a DC of 5 plus the damage taken.
Kazan looks like
DC
11 from
18?
Stranger Things. He's got like blood coming out of his nose and just trying to do this and like hold on to him, like fucking sweat just pouring out of him.
So the DC would be 18.
DC is 18, and he does have disadvantage on it. Con saving throw. Oh, come on. The one. His second one was an 18, though. His eyes light up briefly, and
+5.
he moans at you again, and then just falls forward.
Fall! Fall! Ah!
And he is dead.
Fuck. Kazan just crumples to the ground.
And Tim is now bleeding out. Quicker than
I
normal
have,
because he is hasted.
I have a healer's kit.
Stabilize!
Can I
Yes,
use
you
my
can.
healer's kit?
You can absolutely stabilize him. Yes, with your healer's
Okay.
kit. So, Tim, you go to 0 hit points. You're stable but unconscious.
Three,
I guess let's do it
4,
now.
Tim.
Tim, let's go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. You're okay.
Need to call in the...
Oh, it was only a 10 I had to roll?
Yeah.
That was
All you got to roll is a 10.
Man.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna pop our little fortress out and just get Kazan to like drag Tim inside, and we're just taking a long rest.
Kazan has 1 hit point left. He probably can't walk under his own power right now.
I can if I keep lighting a fire under him.
I haven't actually gotten a chance to actually use
God
the
had 1
token
hit
yet.
point. I did like 30 damage to it in that last round.
Fine, Corinne. Halford and I will find a way to drag Tim inside and put him on a bed.
God, I took so much damage. Oh my god.
All
Thank you.
right, Corinne, you throw out your instant fortress.
79
Hey.
damage, I think.
I'm not correct.
How much? It's over
No, you're
100, right?
not.
No, I took
I-
79.
79.
Well, I took 50 something.
Yeah, I took 50 something the first lightning, and then
Yeah.
20 something the second.
It was at
lightning.
52, and then it was the 26.
Yeah.
But I saved on one of them. But yeah, between the two of us, we took well
Oh,
over
yeah.
100 damage.
Yeah.
That was awful.
That was pretty bad.
All my armor was for 9.
Yeah, like holy shit. Spells are bad. We've learned you cannot take enemy spellcasters. That is
All
a
my-
glaring weakness.
All my advantage on saving throws are for not also.
How about a long rest?
All right. You don't want to loot the body or anything?
I mean, yeah, we'll loot the stuff, but I mean, that's up to the surviving people.
Yeah,
Like,
not
Yeah.
Tim or Kazan, yes.
No, they're basically on a cot tucked in with the blanket all the way up to their chin.
Right.
he has his night terrors now about just giant fucking lightning zombies.
And lightning zombie yetis.
Lightning zombie followed by an army of yetis.
Tim is just like C-3PO after he got blown up in
Yeah.
Cloud City.
He's on somebody's back. Is that what you mean? Someone,
That'd be amazing.
someone's made a backpack out of him.
Yep.
Brysus, you look in you go up to the corpse of the zombie and it crackles a little bit. The lightning is dying from its rotted corpse and it is just slowly turning into just a regular rotted dead corpse. You don't see anything on this body of any value. You step up to the coffin that he burst out of, and inside you see the remains of what used to be some very ornate, nice armor and clothing that is all rotted to dust and rust in the years since they were put there. Lying in the middle of it, though, attached to a chain, is something that it does not seem to have rotted or rusted at all. It looks like a curved horn from a giant ram or some other beast, 3 feet long and capped with a silver mouthpiece. And on the side of it is emblazoned
French horn.
a large blue rune.
Well, this looks like it could be useful. Sweet. Horn thingy. Can I use like Arcana or something to try to figure out what the rune means?
Sure. You can tell it's an item that will require a long rest to fully identify. You can see if
Okay.
you can roll an Arcana check just on it in general. See if you can figure out anything you know about it. You recognize the rune carved on the horn as the same type of rune that the Wrath Giant came out of, that was carved on this coffin, that is on the orb that Tim holds. It's the same style of rune, but it is different than all of those.
Okay. Gonna tuck that in one of the pockets of my cloak, and it's like the tip of it'll be like popping out of my collar.
Okay.
This is like 3 feet long.
Yeah. All right. You guys can retreat to your fortress that you've just thrown up in the middle of this.
This is our well now.
Oops.
We're safe inside the fortress. No
This
death.
is love.
Only
This is
fortress.
life.
I'll say one of you have to drag Tim in, but I'll say
Yeah.
you guys do that. All right, you guys can take a long rest as you spread your packs and stuff along the floor of your fortress and bunker down for the night.
So that was all that was in there, was the horn thing?
That was all that was in there that was usable. The rest of it was just rusted armor and rotted clothing.
Tell me about said horn.
All right. Yeah, you can all take long rests, get your health and spells back.
What crazy new tool do I have now?
You attune to this item, and you recognize, or you learn. Hold on just a second.
First thing I have that requires attunement, I think.
It is the horn of the Uvar rune.
Ah, yes.
It has the following abilities. Storm's Call is an action. You can blow into the horn, creating a blaring sound audible for up to 2 miles away. All creatures within 120 feet of you must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
Jesus.
Or become deafened for the next 5 minutes. Once you use this property, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Thunderous Blast. As an action, you can blow a 60-foot cone of thunder from the horn. Creatures in the area must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. Creatures who fail take 22 or 5d8 thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away from you. Creatures who succeed only take half damage and aren't pushed. Once you use this property, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Storm Friend. While the horn is on your person, you are resistant to lightning and thunder damage.
Wow. The best property.
It also...
Man.
Yeah, you all... The fucking RPGs always pull that shit, too. It's like, hey, here's the item that would have been great in that last
In that
fight,
fight.
sucker. It's like, you asshole.
Yep.
All I got was a rock.
It also has the ability to transfer the rune to a different item. Gift of the Storm. You can transfer it to a weapon, and that weapon becomes a rare magic weapon that requires attunement. It deals 1d6 thunder damage, extra thunder damage to any target it hits. And when you score a critical hit, the target must succeed on a DC 17 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. Or you can transfer it to a boat, and that boat becomes a rare magic item, and nothing short of total destruction can capsize the vessel.
Huh.
Unsinkable boat, you say?
Cool.
Need to get one of those weapon things for my Cyclave.
You want it? I don't need it.
No, you can use the ability.
Nah. You really want me to have the ability to deafen you all for 5 minutes? Let's really think this through.
It does seem a little insane. Well, the Thunderous Blast is at least like a spell type ability. 60 foot. It's basically like a breath weapon. It's like
I'm
a
good.
blue dragon lightning.
I'm good. If someone else wants it, they can have it.
And I could take it, but I feel bad with having 2 people not here.
I'll
And-
keep my rock, thank you.
Well, Bryce, just hold on and do it for now, and we can have everybody look over it next time.
Okay.
All right.
'Cause I think I've already got 2 attuned items.
This would be my first attunement.
Yeah.
I feel like you had at least one.
Mm-mm.
But I don't know what it would be.
The only other thing I have is the gem of the gem of brightness.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah. Gem of Brightness
Yep.
of Death, I think, is a...
Because the bag of tricks didn't require it,
No.
and then my luck stone didn't require it either.
Oh, you do too have one more. You have your hood required attunement.
Does it?
I think
That
so.
hood does?
That hood did, yeah.
I don't remember that.
I wrote the stuff down. Hold on just a second, I can tell you.
Does my Cloak of Protection have attunement?
Yes. So right
Okay,
now,
I've got, you've got a database.
I've got a database. Right now, Bryce
Good
has
job.
2 items attuned: the Wraith Hood
Oh, okay.
and the Luck Stone. Her bag
Okay.
of tricks does not require attunement.
No, you told me the
roll.
luck stone didn't require attunement.
Did I?
Yeah,
Oh,
a long time ago.
well, I'll have to look that up then, because now I'm doubting myself. Halford has 1 item attuned: the Wing Boots. Kazan has 2 items attuned: the Cloak of Protection and the Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
Yeah.
Corinne has 1 item attuned: the Staff of Pain, and her Bag of Holding does not require attunement. And Tim now has 3. I haven't actually put the orb in here. But he has the Soul Leader, he has the Scarf of Black Flame, and the Orb of the Stein Rune attuned. So you're all full up.
So it should probably go to either Halford or Corinne, since they only have 1 each.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll discuss that. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll get everybody back next week.
Yeah.
we have this information in our thing somewhere.
Yeah. Did I not show the item to you?
I have it. I just don't know
If you go to the journal,
in the journal
under magic items, it should be there now.
Okay. It's too bad it's not a picture of an actual like horn. Instead, they just put the
I found
rune.
this picture. That didn't have a picture at all before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Big ol' important magic item. It's a lovely picture.
Thank you. No, it's someone, I forget who it was, from DM's Guild. They made a very nice zip packet of all the giant runes as images that you can pick from. So the other one you have, the Orb of the Stein rune, is the same thing. It's just an image of the rune, not an actual orb.
Okay.
All right. You guys rest for 8 hours, which is basically the night. Like, you guys were doing this in the evening.
Did we ever loot the camps? Did the barbarian camps have anything?
Not the camps. The barbarians themselves didn't have anything on them.
Okay.
I'll take you back
At some point, before we leave, we should probably check out their campsite just for the hell of it. Oh god, the storm giant's back.
he's returned. He has reconstituted himself in the night. Begin the fight again.
Dear Lord.
All right. Yeah, you guys are all back. You can go check out the tents. When you start going through the tents... Oh, Raymond's not here, so I don't get to tell him. Halfred... I'm going to put this in the chat so that... Halfred looks at the corpse of the Manticore and surmises that he could actually use the spikes on the Manticore's tail to fashion arrows. Unfortunately, the Manticore's body is pretty well fucked up. It is burned and has been dropped 250 feet, so he only finds 6 plus 3 arrows that he could create from the Manticore's spikes from the Manticore tails. I should write 6. 6 plus 3 arrows for Halfred. All right, you guys go through the tents. You don't find much. You find a lot of like bedding. There was some meat that was on a spit over the fire. That over the night that the fires died and the meat's cold.
Oh.
They were apparently in the middle of dinner whenever you interrupted them. They took all their weapons with them. You find a few basic just living type stuff, some tools. You guys roll an investigation check to sort of go through the tents and just sort of search around. I guess we should have Corinne and Tim do it too. Corinne.
Tim and I both have -1. Learning.
Thank goodness I rolled well here.
Thank goodness. Looking at... Tim, you find what looks to be some sort of reed flute in one of the tents.
Okay.
That's what you find.
We'll
Kaz...
attach it to his butt.
Where is...
Is the reed flute something I need to keep?
If you want to. It's a musical item. You don't... I mean, you... Yeah.
Okay.
Is it worth something?
Maybe.
I will not write it down then.
I do not want this. Reed flute. Kazan, you find 2 Tiger's Eye gems in one of the tents. And who was that? Halfred finds 1 chunk of amber. I will.
Any preserved dino DNA inside?
Not that you can see. All right, yeah, that's all you find there of any value. The rest of it's just general, very primitive living supplies. Your hippogriffs are just grazing in the grassy parts of the Bureau as well. You guys just sort of left them to chill after you killed the barbarians.
All right, I'm ready to get out of this godforsaken area.
All right.
We have re-deaded Bayerana.
Yes, you have. All right, you guys are able to mount your hippogriffs and fly right out of Beerun as well, and leave it behind. The question now is, where are you going?
Chop down a tree so I can get a new leg.
Yeah, we need to go to a hospital. Get that looked at.
You know for a fact that Yartar can do it.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to go to Everlund and then just teleport? Because we can teleport to Yartar.
Sure.
Or does Everlund have a damn hospital?
Perhaps a temple,
Yeah, whatever the
wherever you did it at.
constitutes a hospital.
Probably. We have to go and check, but Everland's a pretty big city.
All right, we'll probably just fly back there. I mean, I don't think we can fly unless we want to fly all the way to the west. But the hippogriffs, can they go that long?
I mean, hippogriffs can go the 60 miles a day as long as you rest them regularly. You rest them. You fly for a couple hours, then rest them for an hour, then fly for a couple hours, and at that pace, they can go 60 miles a day.
Jesus, that's a lot of days, though. 460 miles.
It is, and if you travel straight, you're going right back to the Druro Road again, which you just avoided that area to avoid griffin attacks.
Oh yeah, we'd have to skirt around. Well, assuming we have to go there and get the 3rd relic, it's the only other option is to fly there or fly to Everlund and then teleport to Mirabar and hoof it on foot down that same road to Xantharl's Keep, which we know we're not welcome at. And then down to Morgar's Mound. Or we stay on the hippogriffs and just fly over there. Fly across the whole world.
Fly for days.
Yeah, let's do the teleport thing.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna fly to Everland? Is that the idea?
Yeah, because that only took like the 2.5 or 3 days or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, it'll be 2 days to Hawk's Nest and then another day to get from Hawk's Nest to Everland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Halford can do his nature thing to tell us where the bad guys are, so we can avoid them.
Okay. All right. You all set off on your hippogriffs. Halford does tell you that the griffins are still in this. As you guys are heading south, he does briefly sense them to your west again in that general area, but you're able to easily sort of skirt the area and avoid them. You make it your 60 miles and set down next to the Red Run River here and camp for the night uneventfully. The next day, you set off and fly back over these mountains to Hawk's Nest. I assume you want to... I mean, you could stop there and stay with the Cavalos family again.
Sure.
Might as well.
You certainly seem to have an open invitation there. All right, you stop in. He once again offers you room and board. He asks how your trip to Viren as well went.
We all just kind of look at Tim's leg and just shake our heads.
He looks at the leg and he says,
Can they fix that at Hawk's Nest?
He says, I don't believe we can, no. I don't...
People don't get broken legs out here.
They do, but we mend them with normal splints and medicines over time.
Why wouldn't that work?
It would. Over a period of weeks, it would work.
We need faster.
We need a snake oil salesman.
He says, I remember those sorts of injuries from my time in the adventuring world. I'm not sure if you're aware, but any priest...
They continue to haunt you to this day.
Some of them, yes. Any priest capable of casting greater restoration should be able to fix that right up. We don't have such services here. I believe they do in Everland, however. So that's...
Yeah. We're headed back there, having concluded our business in Druidwood.
That sounds good. Let's go there so I'm in my leg for the second time. Wait for it to break again.
Hey, hopefully it'll be a better doctor this time.
Take me to the back room.
Yeah, no more of these shady priests. You guys sleep for the night. You guys are getting ready to go in the next morning. And Pylon comes up to you all. He says, I know you're probably itching to get on your way and all that, but we have other guests here who wanted a moment of your time once they heard that such great adventurers as yourself were here. They're just passing through, but these two, this man, this woman here, wanted to have a word with you if they might. I believe they are dragon hunters, is that correct? Approaching you all, you see a female tiefling and a large male human approach you.
Instantly suspicious. But I'm hiding behind Corinne.
And the large male sticks out a very, very large, burly, hairy hand to you. Says, well met, adventurers. I am Barkin. This is Alathian. How do you do?
You'll forgive us if we're not too jovial. We just got back from almost dying.
My leg's broken.
Yeah, we bear the scars of terrible things.
See how it flops around?
Stop that.
That is disgusting.
You're not a sideshow.
Yes, I am.
Well, it appears you've all been in some serious battles, then. Even more reason why we could use your help. We're hunting a dragon, you see. Been terrorizing this whole area. And we're on the road to Silvery Moon, and then from there onward, down to Everland, and on farther...
No, it's giants. Giants are the problem. What it was? What dragon? What?
Yes, the dragon. We've been hired to take him out. We're dragon hunters, you see. And
Do they look like dragon hunters? They got like dragon necklaces and shit.
Roll an insight check. Anybody who wants to roll an insight check, you can.
I know nothing.
You know nothing. Kazan, they look like adventurers. The tiefling woman has robes and staff. The big man has a large sword strapped to his back. I'm sorry, not a sword. He has a large spear on his back. And they look to be the adventuring sort.
The two of you are what kind of dragon? How big is this dragon?
The man says, "Oh well, we have two others, hired men that are traveling with us. I won't lie to you, it's a full grown bronze."
Hunting a bronze dragon?
We are.
Wait, I always forget how this works. Are the chromatics the bad ones, or the metallics the bad ones?
Can I roll on dragon knowledge?
Yeah. You guys can both roll history. See what you remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, I did not.
Hasn't, so they're like, wait a minute.
In general,
I watched a commercial one time about dragons.
You stayed at La Quinta.
It was an infomercial. Yeah.
Stood up all night watching it. In
He
general,
doesn't remember his cousin's dragon.
That's right. In general, the chromatic dragons are generally more evil, selfish creatures. The metallic dragons are generally friendlier to mankind and the world. They're not quite as selfish and self-serving.
Kazan will cock an eyebrow and say, "A bronze dragon is causing problems?"
He says, "Yes. They've apparently disrupted many of the activities of our employer."
Who is your employer?
Oh, what was his name, Alethian? And she cocks up and she says, "I think it was Warvel, something like that. I can't remember exactly."
Do you know the dragon's name by any chance?
Says, "No, we don't know. We just know that he's been terrorizing the land from Long Saddle all the way to Everland."
Oh man, Weevil must hate you guys.
So, yeah. Kevin doesn't say any of this out loud, but they're hunting the one that saved us, right? The little halfling dude. Was he a bronze dragon?
He was.
From the very first session or whatever it was.
Yes.
The Weevil. I wonder when he hired them then.
Well, we found that note in Xantharl's Keep when we were there that I shared with you guys.
Oh yeah, take care of the dragon problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at it. Y'all know the Weevil hates y'all, right?
You're gonna say that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He says, "Ma'am, we've been paid. That's all I know."
Then you should take the money and run.
How much are they paying you to hunt this dragon down? And you're looking to offer us some of this money as help? Is that what's going on?
That's right. Say a full-grown bronze. Even we've had reports see that he's been softened up for us a bit, I guess you could say. Something that our employer did. I'm not entirely sure about the details. But we've been assured that he won't be as much of a challenge as a normal full-grown dragon. Not that we haven't taken those out before, mind you.
Mm.
But still, a full-grown dragon is nothing to balk at.
And you know where it is?
We've been told that it's headed our way, that it's headed west. And that if we travel west, it will meet up with us.
Wait, it's headed west, and you head west.
Yes.
It's...
Like I said, the Weevil hates you. He
All right,
gave you a suicide mission.
Hang on, I need to confer with my party real quick. Hang on. We need to huddle.
Suicide.
All right, Kazan's still confused on where the dragon is and is going, but we gotta help our dragon buddy.
I also think he needs to die.
The dragon needs to die?
Whoever.
Tell me to kill.
We can A, kill these guys now, which seems decent, except he just said that the dragon is wounded or fucked up in some way, so maybe we should go with them and then see if we can help the dragon and then take care of these assholes. I mean, they might not be evil. They're just mercenaries. But we need to not have them kill the dragon.
Sorry, why is that?
He is your buddy. You guys, this is the same dragon that saved you guys back at Nightstone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's been hunting Zentarum, and we hate the Zentarum, and the Zentarum hired these guys to kill the dragon. So these guys, they don't look or are Zentarum. They just got paid by them.
You weren't looking for that.
Okay.
Oh. And Bryce has rolled a
Actually
terrible
just-
insight check.
Okay, so they could actually be Zentarum. They said there's 2 of them and then 2 more?
Yes.
I'm gonna...
Well, I think they should lead us back to the dragon, so...
They should.
Yeah.
So go with them and then have a plan for... obviously
Spies.
turning on them. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna ask them how far the dragon is. Like, we've traveled a long way. Our friend here is injured. We were looking to get him healed up. Like, how much of a sidetrack is this gonna be?
He says, it shouldn't be much. Right, Alothian? The tiefling woman says, yeah, I suppose. Our instructions were that once we got to Hawk's Nest, once we got this far west, the dragon would find us. Exactly how that was supposed to happen, we have no idea. But
Oh, it's supposed to happen right here?
well, somewhere west of here. I'm not entirely certain.
Okay.
We were just supposed to head west from Hawk's Nest towards the general direction of Yartar, and that the dragon would find us somewhere along the way.
Between here and Yartar, that's a big fucking way.
She says, sweetheart, for what we're being paid, we'll ride all the way to the coast.
We're not getting paid.
Are we seeing someone's money?
She says, you all are headed to Everland, is that right?
That's the
Who wants
idea.
to know?
Yeah.
You 5 accompany us to Everland, and we will give you a share. We will give you 1,000 gold to split amongst you.
Just to go to Everland.
Just to travel with us to Everland, act as bodyguards of sorts, help us in case any danger arises.
Oh, now I have to protect you?
Well, just general traveling.
These terms just keep getting worse and worse for us.
They do. But we do need the money to fix your leg.
But if they want protection, they can offer to pay us more, because if they're being paid enough to be willing to ride to the coast,
Oh, by all
they
means,
have
haggle,
far
haggle
more
away.
than 1,000 that they could provide to 5 of us.
Let's haggle before we kill them and take their money.
That's exactly. I don't know. They probably don't actually have the money. They're getting paid from somebody else. Do you guys actually have money on you, or is this going to be like a promissory note?
She says, we have the 1,000 gold to split amongst you. We don't have much more than that on us, though. But once we get the full payment, we've been paid half, you see.
Oh, okay.
Once we get the rest, we'll pay you, well, what do you think is fair? It's not that long of a trek from Hawksnest to Everland, maybe 3 days of travel.
1,000 gold each.
Oh,
Uh,
for fear of a
Tim don't
dragon.
play.
Tim,
A dragon attacking us.
Look at the man. He's gonna wince every time he
Tim
moves.
is savage.
Tim, with the help of Bryces, you can roll a persuasion check with advantage.
We're gonna let the wooden man do the persuading.
He's the one who offered the terms.
Nice.
Nice.
The tiefling woman pulls the big man aside and she whispers to him and he says, "We can go as high as 800 a person."
Okay.
Wow.
Tim.
No, he stops you and says, "Now hold on before you get excited. We can only pay you, or I'm sorry, not 800 a person. It was,
Oh, too late now.
That was a lot more.
I got confused. My math was off. They were gonna give you 1,000
Total.
total, which was 200 a person. 400 is where he was gonna go.
I believe I heard 800.
Which is double.
So they
which is
doubled
2,000.
it?
Yeah, 2,000. He goes, we can go as high as 2,000. Now, mind you, we can't give that all to you once we hit Everland. We're not getting our full payment until we get much farther west. So,
No,
1,000.
you're not getting your full payment until you show you killed the dragon.
He nods silently.
Have you heard from the Weevil recently?
Says, "Who's the Weevil?"
Isn't that your boss?
The name on the paperwork was Warvel Forkbeard.
Have you heard from Warvel recently?
He says, "No. The contract came through. The payment was sent. Or
Half the payment was
half
sent.
the payment was sent. Yes."
All right.
Oh,
So,
really got to learn how to negotiate terms better.
so BT Dubs, we're not gonna get that other half of the money because we already fucking captured the Weevil. But we can get some money, and obviously, I think we owe it to our dragon buddy. And then we should recruit said dragon buddy into our party.
He says, "So
You will be the B-2 bomber to our squadron."
So you agree to the terms?"
For now.
Yeah, but they can't use our instant fortress. That's our thing.
Okay, it won't fit 4 more people anyway.
Good.
Those hear loud whispering from inside the fortress. Oh man.
They're having a good time in
I
there.
think they're playing Monopoly in there.
Are they talking about us? I bet they're talking about us.
Yeah, they just hear from the slightly cracked door, "Bunch of assholes." Okay.
Now we're probably still gonna take our hippogriffs, right? We'll just treat them like horses.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. You can just ride them alongside their horses. The Lothian and Birkin both have horses. When you guys are getting ready to leave Hawksnest, the other 2 men come up and they're kind of heavily armored, knight-looking dudes, and they have a carriage, one what do you call it? Draft horse and a carriage.
Are they red shirts?
Well, they're not named, so that's
They're red
if
shirts.
that's what you're asking. And in the back of the carriage, you do spy a couple of really heavy crossbow-looking things, and these huge bolts with ropes tied to them that you're not entirely sure what they are, but they're just sort of resting in the back of the carriage.
Oh man, this is Game of Thrones style, like fucking ballista the back of the wagon. All right, we gotta sabotage that thing. Sabotage.
You all.
You know what's good at sabotaging wooden ballistas?
Fireball?
Wooden
Awesome.
robots.
You all travel with them. What is the pass? The Hawksnest to Silver Moon is about 50 miles
Are
side.
So explain the wagon ballista situation.
They're not ballistas. They're just heavy crossbows in the back. But you see that there.
Oh, like you would just pick up and shoot with?
Yeah, exactly. But it looks
Okay.
like there are in the back of the wagon. There are these bolts for the heavy crossbows that have ropes and some sort of fabric tied around them.
Okay. Is there ever a point in which nobody's really paying attention or watching said cart?
As you travel that first day, you do not ever see a point where the two men in armor are on that cart all day. And they are pretty alert the entire day. They're sort of looking at the skies and looking around. And Alethea and Birkin are sort of riding to either side of this carriage.
Are they checking the carriage periodically, or is it all just stowed away?
It's right behind them, so it's just stowed away in the back.
Okay.
So
But they're not like getting out and checking the equipment or
right.
anything?
They're not getting out and checking the equipment. No.
Okay. If somebody's invisible, can they still do things, but as long as they don't attack or cast spells?
That's correct.
Okay. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to have Corinne use invisibility, and she's going to get back there and untie. So the bolts have ropes attached to them? All the
Yes,
bolts?
I got a full explanation. Hold on just a second.
Okay. I want to like prepare by like sabotaging their equipment first, in other words.
So it looked like crossbow bolts with, and if you take a second to like sort of you like hang your hippogriff back a little bit and sort of look in the back of this cart, it looks like it's a crossbow bolt with a large bag attached by a strong rope that's sort of wrapped around the bolt.
A bag? Was something in the bag?
It looks like it. You're not entirely sure.
Oh,
what
it's
it
like
is.
heavy or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we want to try to do, and it just at some point explain this to Corinne, is to her to basically just disengage those things, but not make it look like it was cut, but literally just like they came untangled naturally or something, like loose. And obviously it's going to be suspicious if they check it, but I'm hoping they're just not checking it regularly. And try and at least get some of those disconnected to where the ropes are not connected to the bags, I guess.
Or pull like a pin or something in the crossbow so that way they can't fire.
Oh,
Cut
yeah, you could sabotage
cut the
crossbows
strings.
themselves.
Yeah, cut the strings.
Yeah.
Okay.
And basically be like talking with them and distracting them kind of while we're going, and then at some point while she's in the back she'll just cast invisibility and just go in there and do what she needs to do, or wait until like nighttime and we're all kind of like over by the campsite and the caravan's just sitting somewhere, I assume.
Yeah, exactly.
And at that point we're kind of just we're playing a game with them or something, and then she'll just cast invisibility and then go over and
Okay.
get that done.
So okay? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm kind of like controlling her character right now because
yeah.
She does good things with invisibility, so.
Okay. So that's the scenario right now. It's the end of the first day. It's nighttime. They've set up a camp along the side of the road. You guys have thrown out your instant fortress, and you're all just sort of huddled inside of it.
We're giving them a tour.
Yeah, you show them the inside. This is where you guys are not going to be sleeping tonight. Bryce's cast invisibility. She can cast invisibility, I think, if she raises the level on 2 people. So I don't know if 2 of you want to do it, or do you want to leave it to somebody else?
No, I'd rather make it less suspicious. Just have her be the one to do it.
Have Bryce or Corinne be the one to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I assume she can be able to do enough work, and that way it's only suspicious. Like one person's just out, like napping or going to the bathroom or something.
All right. So are you telling her to try to sabotage the crossbow itself, or the rope and bag attached to the crossbow?
What do we think? There's 2 just heavy crossbows.
2 heavy crossbows. You counted maybe 4 or 5 of these weird bolts with the bags on them.
How easy would it be to like mechanically disable a crossbow? To where I'm just thinking the bag thing would be easier, but if she can do the crossbows, that might not be a bad idea.
Crossbows have a cranking mechanism, so you could attempt to like cut off where the actual crank, the gear part, so that them cranking it would not work. You attempt to do something like that.
Okay.
Okay. You give her.
Let's do that, and let's try and maybe she can like disentangle some of the bags too.
Okay. You give her those instructions. She casts invisibility on herself. You all huddle inside the tower. She goes out into the dark, and you don't know what happens out there. Few minutes pass. 5 minutes pass. 10 minutes passed.
Well, I mean, she does it while we're distracting them, basically.
Oh, you're talking to them. Okay.
Yeah. Like, let's say we're like all eating dinner at like the campfire or something, and she just gets up to go to the bathroom or something, or just like, hey, I'm tired.
Okay.
So where like we know that they're not like back there checking it out.
Gotcha. Okay. Sure. So you guys are talking to them. You guys don't, while you're sitting there just talking, chatting with them, you don't see anything weird going along the cart, but it's invisibility, so you wouldn't.
Yeah.
About 10 minutes passed while you're talking to them, and Corinne comes back out from the woods or wherever she was to go to the bathroom. I don't know what her excuse was.
Or the paper stuck to her foot, make it look legit.
Right, yeah. And she just sort of quietly nods to you all and sits back down and joins the group for the evening. Once you get inside the tower, she tells you that she did her best to try to sabotage both the crossbows and the few bolts that she could get at without. You talk to them a bit. You can tell that these two have been working together.